Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for August the 13th. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy, and after that, we'll pull one card for each sign, and then we'll see how those energies all work together with each other. First card we have showing up for August the 13th is the Tower. So some kind of major shakeup is happening. Now, the beautiful thing about this overall energy is that it's impacting just about everybody, but some people it's impacting more directly than others. So some of us are going to be more support people as other people are going through a major shakeup. Others of us are going to actually be going through that shakeup. In some cases, I wouldn't be surprised to see that some of us are actually causing that shakeup because we know it needs to happen. So we don't want to get worried just because the Tower shows up in the overall energy. As a matter of fact, the Tower is a good card if you look at the long-term picture. Just means that we're changing something that was faulty or defective and upgrading into something better over the long term. It's just that first immediate realization that's rough. After that, it's not so bad. Okay, let's take a peek at Aries. What do you have showing up today? Nine of Cups. Okay, so here's our first sign that this is just telling me that you guys are causing definitely some kind of shakeup going on in your world. And also what this is telling me is that that shakeup is one that I think you probably had planned or at least, at the very least, hoped for because it is bringing you some kind of satisfaction with that Nine of Cups showing up with that for your energy. So this is something that you're happy about, you're satisfied about, and you've probably initiated whatever this shakeup is actually for most of you. Now, we're going to look next at Taurus. And so Taurus, we have the sun coming up with the Tower. So two really bright energies. The Tower is Mars. Both of these are very fiery energies. So when the sun is showing up, this is just telling me that there is some type of shakeup that is happening, and this shakeup is actually bringing out some truth into your world that you probably would not have been aware of otherwise. And I feel like it's really quickly that you're able to move forward in a positive direction from this shakeup. I think once the shakeup happens and you can see what needs to be changed and upgraded and improved, I think you're on your way pretty quickly. Next up, let's look at Gemini. Gemini's Eight of Wands showing up in reverse. For those of you who are Geminis or have Gemini placements, I think this Eight of Wands is actually the Tower. This talks about the idea of not having communication or having communication that is really slowed down. And I think for those of us with where our Geminis are, where our Gemini placement is, this lack of communication or this slowdown of communication is a major change for us. It's really shaking things up for us and it's allowing us a chance to really look at things from a different perspective and figure out what we want to do now that we have that different perspective. Next up, we're looking at Cancers. And so Cancer's Eight of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse is just telling me that there's a tower here that's happening because there is something in your life that is not working out. Now, for Eight of Pentacles, I think a lot of people would just immediately go to, oh, this major shakeup that's shown in the tower has to do with a work situation for you. And it can. And I think for most of you, this is going to be some type of work situation where there's a major shakeup, something unexpected happens. But for others of you, this is a situation where things are not working out between you and another person. And this could be that, one or the other of you has finally just like hit their explosion point. And so this could be where, where the stuff hits the fan, so to speak, when we have this coming up because things aren't working out and somebody's really frustrated because things aren't working out. Now, with just these two cards, I don't know if that's you that's frustrated or the other person that's frustrated, which also really kind of tells me as well that probably for some of you, it's going to be you. For about 50% of you, it's going to be the other person. So some frustration happening because things are not working out. For some of you, this is going to be at work and it's going to cause a major reset, basically. And for others of you, this is going to be in your personal life. And so um, this could be a major reset as well, actually, either way. All right, so that was for Cancers. Next up, we're going to look at Leo. Okay, so Leos, we have the Moon card showing up in reverse. Moon in reverse is just telling me that there's something going on where the truth is coming out. Um, so with the Tower card, there's some kind of big shakeup that's going on in your environment or in your sphere of influence. And this shakeup is bringing out the truth about a situation that a lot of people didn't know. I don't think you're the only one who did not know this. And so whenever this truth shows up, I think that's what really allows you to react to this big shakeup in a way that actually makes sense, where you would not have been able to react to the situation had you never known the truth. Things would have kind of kept going in a way that was corrupt and unbalanced. So now you have this opportunity to change all of that. Okay. So who is that? That was Leo. Next up, let's look at Virgo. So Virgos, we're seeing the Two of Wands for you guys. So there is some kind of major shakeup that's happening around you, and it's giving you a choice about what you want to do moving forward. If this shakeup had not happened, you might not have ever come to that point where you started looking at, well, what are my choices and what am I going to choose here? What's going to be the best thing for me moving forward? This major shakeup is actually allowing you to think about those things and also to take action on those things once you decide. All right, and let's see, who was that? That was Virgo. Next up, we're looking at Libra. Eight of Swords in reverse. Libra, I really like seeing this card for you, actually. You guys can tend to overthink, as can the other air signs. Other signs can too as well, but air signs are the ones most famous for overthinking. With the Eight of Swords in reverse, this puts an end to the overthinking. It's kind of breaking out of a trap. For me, the Eight of Swords is breaking out of some kind of mental trap. Could be, sometimes it shows up as walking away from prison for me, being released, discharged, whatever word you want to put with that. But with the Tower here, we've got some kind of major shakeup, and where you were thinking in circles about something having to do with this major shakeup, you're released from thinking in circles. Now you have a nice solid opinion about what this situation is, and now you know, okay, I'm not stuck with analysis paralysis. Now you're ready to get out and take some action and make some changes and make a difference. All right, so very positive card for you, Libras. Next up, let's see what Scorpios have. Wheel of Fortune showing up in reverse. Here's the thing with us Scorpios. I think what's going on is there is some kind of major shakeup that is happening around us. With the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, I think we're feeling the effects of it a little bit later than some of the other people who are maybe closer to the situation. I think we're picking up more ripple effects of some type of shakeup situation, and so we're picking up the effects a little bit later than most people, and not quite as strong as most people either, with it being a ripple effect. All right, so that's Scorpio. Next up, we're going to look at Sagittarius. Sagittarius, we do have the Fool card showing up here for you. There is some kind of big shakeup that's happening in your life, and it really sets you free to do something that you've always wanted to do, but before you felt like you could not. You felt like you were obligated to stay where you were, or stay in a situation that you were in. Now with this major shakeup coming along, you're free to do whatever it is you want to do, and you've already got some ideas about what you want to do. So you're beginning to follow that intuition and follow those. I think you're beginning to follow your heart, you know, what you actually want to do. Really nice thing coming up for you. I mean, really, if we look at this Tower card is not that bad. I think every sign so far has had it turn into something positive really quick, even on the first day it shows up. So, um, just goes to show you that cards are not bad just because people tell you they're bad. We can't fall for that, can we? Capricorn, Capricorn. Tower card and the World card. Ooh. Capricorns, there is a major shakeup going on in your life. I think that you either were hoping for this major shakeup, planning for this major shakeup, strategizing and doing what it took to make this major shakeup happen. Because with that World card coming in, this major shakeup is something that is, it's successful for you. It's something that you knew needed to happen, and you were getting the plan in place to make it happen. I think you've actually been the one that has made it happen today, made this major shakeup happen. And I think you're feeling good about it, and I think you should. All right, next up we're looking at Aquarius. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so Aquarius, there is some type of major shakeup happening around you. Here's the thing. This is giving you a great opportunity to earn some income, maybe get a job. Maybe it's just a one-time paycheck. I don't know exactly what, but it gives you a chance to get out there and make some money off of whatever this major shakeup was. So let's say that you are in the industry of replacing automobile glass whenever it gets cracked or damaged. Let's say that the major shakeup is that there's a big hailstorm in your community. Well, now what are you going to be doing? You're going to be working your patootie off with extra hours trying to take care of all the clients who need their glass replaced in their vehicles. So it gives you an opportunity to actually bring in, you know, a good paycheck. And that's just kind of a one-off type thing. For some of you, this is going to be an opportunity to create a regular income for you. So always be looking for, yep, that happened, and maybe it wasn't my favorite thing, but what's the good that can come out of it? That's kind of the lesson there, because there's always something good coming out of things. Next up, we're looking at Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Hanged Man. Interesting because I don't remember what Cancer's got, but I know Scorpio got that we're not feeling the effects of this tower until later. And you with the Hanged Man basically says the same thing. Whatever this major shakeup is, it's going to affect you, but it's not going to affect you right away. And it's not going to affect you as strongly as it's affecting some of the people that are in your sphere of influence. Okay? It's almost like we've got more anticipation of what could be happening than we actually have something really happening. The anticipation is part of the actual shakeup, tell you the truth. Okay, so I hope this makes sense for everybody today by the end of the day. Thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. Everyone have a fantastic day. Peace out.